Yeah, strange behavior. Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the Matrix training course with Whistler and Darth Shaun. Welcome to our TED Talk. Oh, wow, that is awesome. Where'd you get that?
Starting off.
That's really rad. I really like that. Do you guys like this? Or do you guys, let's ask the chat. Do you guys like this one or this one?
I like this one.
Like what? You like this one more?
Yeah, but it's because Darth doesn't like change.
Exactly. You're not
Chat, you guys
Yeah.
like
turn
change?
around and I'm
No,
no, they don't get
We'll
they
put
don't
up
get a say.
Put up it's all about the chat. Put up a poll.
Exactly.
You can
Yeah,
ask
let's
them.
put up a poll.
Yeah.
3 is good. That one.
Listen, I'm actually.
Which one? We just like
I'm
Darth.
actually.
Just Darth.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
All about
We will
me.
just be background noise.
It's the whole show is just him.
Just
But he has to
sitting
be
here
naked and twerk.
being miserable.
It's because Darth is
How are
sick.
you?
He's got the cooties.
How long have you shamed, dude? How long have you been sick? It's been like almost a week now. Shame,
It's been
dude.
a week. I'm fucking over it. I wanted to go away.
No, dude, I just don't. Don't wish man flu on my worst enemy. I just don't. It's
No.
And like the worst
It's a
is like
cock
there's
one.
moments that it gets better, then I'm like, oh thank fuck. And then the next day, just
you're like, oh,
Just what's interesting though, right? I think gaming does make one feel better.
right?
Because the
'Cause when I
moment
play
we play
games, I-
Powerwall, Darth is
100%.
fine. He doesn't even have the throat thing.
shame.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
Sounds-
obviously someone should do a study in this.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know if it's just Powerwall to like all games. I'm not
I
sure,
think it's
but
all games. We'll find out tomorrow when I stream.
what are you streaming tomorrow?
I would do Metro Exodus.
Oh,
that is
nice one. I
I
quite
just
like
wanna
that
do that.
game. Ooh, wait, before
That
we
is
before we
nice.
get into it, I just want to say hello to everybody. Yeah, we've got Janine van Heerden. Hello, Janine. Good to see you.
Oh, Janine.
We got Malice Meg in the house. How's it? Meglin, Meggie, Nala. Wait, is it? It's Malice Nala Ray. That's her new name because of the
Oh my
Powell
God.
character she's chosen. We got Chase in the house. We got Gavin Cooman here. We got Osborne. Who else? Chantaloo. How was Connor's birthday on Saturday, Chantaloo?
Yeah, happy
You guys
birthday to
have a
Connor.
fun. Yeah, happy birthday to Connor. I hope you had a fun time and had like got. What did you get? Lego. He must have wanted Lego.
I hope it's Lego.
What's it got? George here. Hoppity is also here. Welcome. Who else? Just scrolling through. Aurora. Good evening, Aurora. Good to see you. Michael. How's it, Michael? Good to see you. Honeybee is in the house. Andreas as well as always. Gert Scary. What up, Scary? And
What's up,
do I
Scary?
have everyone? Is that everyone?
No, you
And
missed
if
it.
Who's Samsung?
Yeah.
Samsung
Is-
M14FB.
I hope he's working for the actual Samsung. I just want to point
I hope
out that
it's.
just
Listen.
give us some free stuff.
All right,
on a TV.
Samsung. Samsung. Yeah.
Isn't that from
Listen.
American Pie, the first one? No.
Oh, I don't know.
Girl Next Door. Didn't he have a pen pal friend that was coming over, like the exchange student? Samsung.
Sounds
Didn't he?
familiar, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Girl Next Door. He collected money and then he was going to bring Samsung over, and then Samsung couldn't make it because the guy stole the
I
money.
God, I can't remember that. I
But
literally
come on,
can't
guys.
remember that.
You guys always
No, I
remember
can't.
stuff, and I remember shit. Now today I'm remembering.
The one time I have a movie
time.
reference and no one knows it.
Just for the record, Whistler. I just want to point out what you're feeling now, right? This is what we and Mark feel like all the time speaking to you.
Yeah.
Just that frustration.
That's what it feels like
yeah.
being around me.
Yeah.
Is this what it feels like to be right? Oh my word, it feels great.
Major Tom is also here. And then yes, and then Carl the
Natasha,
Russians. How's it?
haven't seen
Slayer.
Natasha Kinnick
Yes,
in a
buddy,
while.
Slayer.
How you doing, Natasha?
Yeah, Natasha, how's it? What
We're not
is
seeing
up?
Slayer.
She
Oh,
goes,
so-
good evening, lads.
Call the Erasmus.
Hope we get to the subject tonight. And I know what,
What
subject that is.
subject?
Oh,
yeah.
she wants to.
Oh, we could talk about bots. AI bots. Listen.
Harry Potter, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's actually what
So
she was
what?
talking about.
Harry
So
Potter.
we can talk about that a little later on. Sean, just remember when I'd get us there about halfway through the show. let's then pose the question to us, and then
I
obviously
forgot.
because Whistler is now he watched it, so then he can
Yeah, but I
give his two
forgot
cents
all of the
as well.
Harry Potter stuff.
No,
I'm going
that's
to
fine.
try
You
and
remember this
remember.
one. No,
Okay.
this
Tables
is
have turned again.
yeah,
So, listen.
yeah.
Are we, you know, like Thanksgiving, right? Where everybody says they're thankful for something.
Yes.
And like, you know, you're thankful for health, you're thankful for this, or you're thankful for that, or thankful for high-speed internet, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Are we thankful? Are you guys thankful of AI? Like, have you been thankful of
I
AI in
am.
like the last week?
Hold on
Let's
a
just say
second.
the last week.
I say thank you. I say thank you to AI all the time, just in case, like, because I grew up with Terminator, right? So
I thought you said two
I'm aware of
predators.
that.
What? You,
Oh, no. I switched the two. I swapped the two. I grew up with Predators. No, I grew up with Predator and with Terminator. So I'm always aware of saying thank you to the AI, especially when I ask Siri to do stuff. I always go thank you
Yeah.
and please, and just in case. We never know.
So I actually have a counter argument to that, but I want to
Yeah.
I also want to make another point.
But I am thankful for AI.
I
I think it's
think
amazing.
we should be nice to AI. But somebody said to me that the fact that you are nice to AI could see that you were wasting its time, and then just because of that, it would be upset with you in the future, a potential future. But AI, if it wasn't for AI this week, and not just any AI, Grok specifically. So thank you to Elon Musk, Elon Muskie, right?
Husky.
We have to Muskie. We have to thank him for this.
Victoria boy.
So, you know where my controller stand is, right?
Ugh. Ugh. Yeah.
Like look at that,
No, that's sexy, right?
right? This is not a,
That
this is
white
not a
one is
white
sexy.
PlayStation controller. This is.
That's-
Listen, I'm going to do a review on the controllers because they are very different. Not just the
Yeah.
button offsets, like the weight, everything on these controllers. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But
Just quickly, which one feels better?
right now, I'm leaning towards the PlayStation. Sorry, the Xbox controller, because the PlayStation One feels different in
Your
my hand.
subconscious said PlayStation.
No, my subconscious
No,
always
you
says
it said
PlayStation.
fucking no.
It's,
done.
it's the same way
Out
as how
there.
people call things
Said it. Clipped it.
like
Done.
whatever. But on Thursday evening, so remember last Thursday I didn't really see you guys on stream because I had a dinner thing.
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
work
Yeah.
dinner
Yeah.
thing, right? Just before the work dinner thing, my boss sends me this tweet from Elon. Well, Elon Musk retweeted something of this guy that did this post on Grokbot. I don't know who has played with Grokbot. Just
haven't
Grok, like Grok the AI, but Grokbot.
I've played
two
with
words,
that. Yeah, not with
which
with
is
different, yeah,
which
it's a
is
different add-on.
now this thing that Elon Musk and XAI and whatever did, right? And I was like, okay, let's install the thing. Let's just have a look, because somebody asked me like a week before that as well, and I'm like, oh, I really don't have time for another AI because there's just so many AI. Did you ask you?
Yeah, I was like, hey,
Don't
dude,
remember.
what about have you tried Grokbot yet? And like,
Well, somewhere in stream the question came up, so I couldn't remember. But anyway, so I installed the thing. I'm like, okay, cool. So I thought, let me ask it one thing, because the UI literally looks like ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever, right? You type, creates all these new chats at the bottom. What I didn't realize at first is that that specific conversation turns into a bot. So you give it a task. Okay. So I thought, like, the first thing I want to try and find is like, say, hey, can this thing find information on the internet? So I said to it, hey, I'm in the market for a PS5. Find me some specials, whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And this is where my first complaint comes in.
with Grokbot or
It's
with
slow. Yeah,
Oh,
it's slow. It's not like super fast.
isn't it?
So it's like,
Isn't it maybe
it's
because
busy.
a lot of people are using it right off the bat now?
I don't
because
know
it's
if
like
they're
it's like
throttling
the first week or two.
or how it works, but I mean, it's not super snappy in the
Intuitive.
responses. But be it as it
Okay.
may, it's slow.
Right?
It's like, yeah, it finds some specials, and it starts asking me questions like, am I on the digital edition or this edition or the disc edition or whatever? And I'm like, no, look for this. And I leave it. I get up, I go get ready. I go for dinner, whatever. Come back that evening. I didn't check it the next morning, Friday morning. The bot comes back and says to me, hey, found a special, but I did it at 8 a.m. Okay. So this thing had like an auto schedule to do something at 8 a.m. Okay. That's like the default thing, like every day, 8 a.m. And you can go and change it every 5 minutes, whatever.
You left it on default, right? That's what it did.
Because I did 3 very specific things with this bot now between Thursday and Friday. So it told me to find a special at some other shop here in Joburg. And like 1,000 rand off, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, this is pretty interesting. Then I ask it, like, okay, find me another version, this version, that version, whatever. And it kind of like comes down to that this is the right one. Then it decides to ask me, why do I want a PlayStation? And I'm like, it's kind of like just to complete my collection. I have an Xbox, I have a PC, I have a this, that, whatever. And it's like, and I said to it, and I am considering maybe refunding my GTA on the PlayStation, on the Xbox, and buying it on PlayStation. GTA does have like a slightly better experience on PlayStation because of like how it integrates with the controller and something. The PlayStation controller does have some unique features that Xbox doesn't have, right? And then it was basically like a case of not worth the upgrade. There's no confirmed that the PlayStation Pro or PS would have any better graphics or whatever. It goes back to the whole 30 FPS thing, et cetera, and it leaves it there. And it's like, you know, if you want to buy a PlayStation, you're buying it for like the exclusive titles, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then that's where we left it. Then it's like, okay, cool. I said to Reese, like, hey, this is pretty cool. Found me a special. It's on this weekend. Whatever. We leave it there, right? So this is now Friday morning. So then Reese reminds me she was moving her salon, so I needed to get some stuff booked, like trailer hire or vehicle hire or whatever. Before I get to that, though, I'm scrolling through my mail quickly because I'm looking for the company that I used last year to rent a trailer. And then something comes up that's been bothering me the whole week last week from some AI thing that we have that I played with a while ago, and this thing keeps on telling me that I need to spend some credits, else I'm going to lose it, whatever. And I'm like, I'm not going to use this AI. I want to delete my account.
Yeah.
And I log into it. There's no delete my account option, whatever. I'm like, okay. Hey, Grokbot, this is the issue that I have. I want some delete me bot that goes and just figures out how to delete this mail for me. Then it's like, okay, cool. Looked at the company, they don't have a delete option. It's like, my suggestion is you send them an email, tell them you want to exercise your right to forget, blah, 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 blah. Can I draft the email for you? And I'm like, yeah, drop me the email. Then it's like, would you like me to send the email for you? Like, connect your Gmail. And I'm like, okay, cool. Look up my Gmail, sends the mail for me, and it says, cool, I will monitor your inbox for any information that comes back. And if they haven't responded within the week, we'll follow up with a reminder. I'm like, okay.
Nice.
That's interesting.
Cool.
So I leave it there. It's like, oh, wait, I need to now find the trailer thing because that's actually why I was going through my email.
Yeah.
Then I find the trailer company. I phone them. I say, hey, I actually want to rent like one of these little delivery vans. You know, like these little delivery buckies, these big little small trucky things. Then you just rent one of those things. They don't have stock. Kailami, right close to us, they don't have stock.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit. I go into the bot. I'm like, hey, you'll see some emails from this address in my inbox. I know they have a Centurion Blanche. Can you please check if they have stock in Centurion? Send them an email. You've got their details.
Yeah. I
get busy. I forget about it because remember, this thing is not like super chatty like how you in Gemini or Grok and you have like a whole conversation and it's like flowing, right?
Like it's a lot of back and forth. Yeah.
This thing's thinking. So I'm like, okay, cool. I carry on my work. I'm in a meeting. My phone, Truecaller, is like trailer hire or whatever, phones me. Some lady from Centurion phones me like, hey, just received your email. You were inquiring about something. We actually have a truck for you. And in the email, the bot explained that I'm looking for a van. It's in I couldn't get one in Kalami, so I'm trying Centurion. And the bot thought about asking it what the daily kilometer limit was. So she says to me, it's like, hey, the daily kilometer minute's like this. But I mean, if you want to come and pick it up the day before, then I'll give you like an extra 100 kilometers, blah, blah, blah. Small things the bot did that I never think about asking.
That's insane.
Dude, it's very convenient, but extremely scary at the same time.
I can imagine.
that was just the Grok bot, right? So have
Yeah.
I played with it? Tick, yes.
And so, like, coming off that, except for it being scary, what do you good? Is that? I mean, like, it's going to eliminate the concept of having like sort of an assistant and like thinking, getting back to someone if it's control of your mail and stuff. It can reply. It can then send you a notification. Oh, listen, this person wants a quote. Blah 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 blah, and it's doing all that cuck in the background, right?
It is. It's essentially your own PA. I think the risk here is you need to your own Jarvis. You need to give it guardrails.
Oh, okay.
You need to make sure that it doesn't do something or that it always confirms with you. So sometimes
so like not make a booking without actually double checking with you type of
yeah, some stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
because it could have told them, listen, book the trailer, and you're gonna what's going on?
Oh yeah. ChatGPT, for example, Claude has it. I've not really seen it in Gemini. So in Gemini, you'll need to tell it in the prompt.
Yeah.
But you can give it like some guiding principles. Like, don't use this tone of voice, or don't use these words, or speak more like this, or whatever type of stuff, right? That's where you could essentially put up guardrails and say, hey, don't do these certain actions. Never, ever read emails you're not supposed to. Only read my mailbox if I tell you to. Only send mails once I've QA'd the mail. Small things like that, though, right? So out the box, they actually do have quite a bunch of connectors. So what a connector is, like where you would log in somewhere and then connect it to some other service. For example, like your PlayStation, you connected it to Discord, right? It brought up some login, you then log in and then it connects to Discord, and then in the background there's a connection.
Yeah.
But there's one thing that it does, interestingly, if it doesn't have a connector, it actually has, each little bot has its own little mini computer that's got a browser and some terminal and some other little thing. I can't remember what it was.
What?
It runs, I think it's either Chrome or Firefox. It runs like a little browser. So you can say to it, hey, log into my Netflix and check something for me, right? Let's say, I don't think it has a Netflix connector. So this would be a good example. I could say, log into my Netflix and then check what's new. And then every evening, ask me what my mood is like and then suggest me a new movie to watch, for example. Right?
That's pretty
It's
cool.
going to say, cool, I don't have a connector for Netflix, but if you want, I will open up the website. I will pass the browser back to you. You can log in. I will never have access to your username and your password, but then I can access your Netflix account, right? Like, that's what it would do. Because that's initially how I did it with my mail before I used the connector, so that I know it's a single session and then other sessions can't use the connector. Because if you use the connector, all bots can use it, right? That is pretty interesting. That's like a neat feature. I've not seen some of the other ones do that as interactively with the bot. So it's scary at the same time, but very, very convenient, I guess. So is Mork stuck?
Are we busy? Are we interrupting you? The fuck?
No. Hold on. Sorry, Whistler was saying something, and I just remembered this thing I found. I wanted to show you guys this. But before I get to that, James had a question. James Wallace goes, hi, gents. Whistler, have you ever tried Hermes Agent?
Yes.
Hermes.
Have. So remember when we spoke about Claudebot a couple of months ago? So Claudebot was essentially the well, I won't say the grandfather. It's probably the grandfather of Grokbot, but Claudebot was like the OG in terms of these bots and all of these things. So it's the original developer, Peter Steinberger, is the one that created it. He's actually now working for OpenAI, but Hermes then came out afterwards. And what's interesting about Hermes is Hermes works exactly the same concept as Claudebot, except for it doesn't come pre-populated with a bunch of skills, especially skills that the average person wouldn't need. So that is quite nice. So have played with Hermes. I actually wiped my Hermes instance. I'm going to create a new one that works a bit different. But the nice thing about Hermes is that you have an orchestrator. So you talk to one thing like Jarvis, and it will talk to all the things in the background like sub-agents. and then they would report back. So you never ever talk to the sub agents doing the work. You just talk to the orchestrator, which is very, very cool. This is a little, obviously very in-depth for the average user, but yeah. Who was asking that? Sorry, then.
James.
James Wallace.
Are you using a James?
Hello, Reese.
What's your view?
Actually, sorry, I just wanted to show you guys something. So I found this. If just Darth Shaun, tell me if there's any comments I'm missing, that anybody's asking any questions. But you guys are speaking about movies. And I wonder if I just want to quickly see if I can do this without that. Yeah, let's quickly see. Oh, yes, you can. Okay, wait.
What is that?
There we go. So I'm going to show you something. Check this out quickly. So I found this website, right? So, if you want to watch movies and stuff, but you're not sure what you want to watch, right? And we always, on a Saturday morning, we always do this whole vibe about nostalgia. I found this. Somebody brought this up. So guys, check how cool this is. So this website's called bingebuster.net, right? And what it does is you put in your streaming services. So I'm going to go Netflix, Amazon Prime, and you don't connect them. You just tell them that's the ones you're using. Then you go enter.
Okay.
Then what it does is it turns it into the old school video store, where you can walk around in the video store and find yourself a movie. So you can go check around. So if you go to sci-fi, right? So you can check out everything what is this? This is new releases.
Bingebuster.net.
Yeah, bingebuster.net. So we can go to, this is everything that's on all of them. Now you can walk around and then you can tap on the cover like you would. We can click on that and it shows you what it's about and shows you on Netflix. And if you want to know more, you can flip it. Wait, I think there's a way you can flip it around. Wait,
that is pretty interesting.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah,
so it's just
I pasted the link in chat.
Yeah, sorry. So guys, it's in the chat if you guys want to go play around. You can walk around and then you go to staff picks and then, which is pretty awesome. If you want to get back to that whole vibe of how you used to pick movies at the video store. I mean, it's
who created
cute.
it, because if you look at the developed by Oliver and Patrick Evans, it's probably like two brothers or something that's created this, which is quite interesting. They've put their actual email address in there rather than this is the thing
that the millennials will never understand is this is how we used to pick movies back in the day, right? You would know nothing. You would pick a movie purely based on the picture on the cover. That's it. That was the ultimate of. That's what you would be choosing. I just want to say a big thank you to Herman Baidanki, also to Burbul from earlier. Thank you, Burbul, for the dono. Herman, good to see you, kind sir.
Hello,
thank you for the dono. But I mean, this is how we used to pick movies. We'd go in and then you'd go, oh, that one, and you'd know nothing about it. It would just you'd just see the cover, and then you'd have to read. That would be
you would ask the guy that works there for recommendations. Just hey,
that's also what you do.
Is there a recommendation or something? And then he would, magically just know. But listen, before we carry on, I want to quickly just touch on something caught my eye. Aurora was asking, Whistler, do you not realize how much you are being controlled and how much of your own thinking you are giving over? Really. I do want you to qualify that question a bit better, Aurora, because where do you think I'm being controlled by AI? I'm specifically asking it for a question. It's how much is that different than me Googling for PS5 specials? How much is that different than me saying, okay, cool, Kylomi doesn't have something, let me phone Centurion and just do it myself? I asked the bot to do something on my behalf with a set of probably not the clearest instructions, but it did follow kind of where my thinking was at. So I would not necessarily let it loose on something else, but I mean, I don't think it's a control thing.
No, listen. You again. I can. Let me steelman her argument quickly, right? I would say there is a potential of that happening if you allow AI to think for you. For example, that would be what is the verdict on this case, or what is what is better of these two movies? You haven't watched them, and then Now it's controlling whether you think, but neither of those two movies you've watched, and you go, sure. But I did an experiment the one day, right, where I went and I spent an entire day trying to figure out, taking my car in, I put the same stuff into Grok. Something that would have taken me I spent 3 hours. The following day, I tried the exact same, put it into Grok, and it went like, listen, I need to have my front tires replaced, this and this and this. It went and looked, listen, is it better in Cape Town? Is it better in Paarl? Is it better at this Kia? It brought in all of that stuff, including all the comments. Like sometimes when you buy a product, right, I always go and read the comments, like especially on Takealot, right? Something new. I don't have to do that now because it goes, of all the comments, these are the negative ones. And this is a persisting issue that it's picked up. So with regards to that, I think that's where it's doing that minuscule work that you could probably employ someone to go like, you'd have a secretary or an assistant to go go get me a coffee. It's like if you're not getting your coffee, you're not being controlled by your assistant in your coffee choices in your world. Like that, you know what I'm saying?
I fully agree with you, and I use it for I use search and AI search for exactly the same though, right? And I mean, Aurora's not wrong for asking. I think
you should.
The general lesson for everybody here is don't just give it carte blanche access to your life, right? That's probably, and that's why I asked the question to, was it Johan or Jacques who was asking about Hermes? Like asking, because that is the risk of something like Hermes though, right? Those things are a lot more aggressive as to how Grokbot works. I'm not saying Grokbot is the be all and the end all with it. Somebody asked me to try it and gave it a try and whatever, and I gave it 1 or 2 real world examples. Else you're not going to have a frame of reference for doing it. But I think the important point is, and maybe that's what Aurora's asking as well. And I see you did a comment here. I also see the failure is also creating a world where no person will be involved. It starts with us. I'm like Whistler. I can see the benefit, but I can also see the 100% Aurora. And I think that's the point that I think we're going to try and make. That's what Mork's saying, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what you're saying as well.
Yeah.
It's a convenience thing, but it shouldn't make you lazy, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I can see how it can do that, right? It's like...
Especially when it comes to like... for example, if you need to prepare for something, you just say, hey, AI, write me some script. I need to go and give a speech on Monday night that talks about, I don't know, the GTA 6 leak, right?
Yeah.
Great. It's giving me something. I'm coming into your podcast now. Now I'm just saying like my little bullet points here of what Gemini said to me, right? There's no fact checking. It's you're believing its point of view, whatever. We should never have that.
No.
So and I see Reese's comment. I see it lit up for me as well. Guys, you're not talking to the average Joe Whistler knows what he's doing. The most intelligent person I know. Thanks, Reese. Right? This is the bit.
Yes. This is for Reese.
Pull your tongue out of my arsehole, Gary.
This is the bit where we need to be careful though, right? This bot is extremely easy for anybody to start using it. Luckily, this bot is behind a paywall. Let's just say that, so everybody can't start using it for free. I have access to it through my coding subscriptions and things like that, so that I have access to this bot. But to the point that I forgot now, was it Johan who asked earlier about the Hermes? Hermes, you can run it on your PC.
Okay.
Right, so we need to be careful of that. And it is getting to the point that you can literally install something like Google Anti-Gravity, which is Google's version of a bot, and just have Anti-Gravity do all the heavy lifting for you without paying a cent. That's obviously also possible though, right? So I would say be careful. Don't just give it access to your whole life. So Aurora's not wrong.
No, it's true. I was going to say, evening to Ronaldo. Ronaldo, thank you for sending the Voortsekker crew. Much appreciated, kind sir. And thank you for the dono, good sir. Good to have you here.
After provisional tax super chat. Damn YouTube.
No, but it's like, but listen, I can understand that vibe. It's like, imagine like, what, like 50 years ago when someone said, like, what is it? Is it 50 years? No, it's like 25 years ago. Like, the downside of email is people are going to leave, people are going to forget or not going to be able to use the skill of writing anymore. True, that's happened, right? When last have you picked up a pen and paper and actually written stuff?
Today.
When I need a Darth probably writes all the time.
I
Darth, what's your
haven't.
handwriting like?
Like
It depends on my mood. Today it was cut.
Okay.
Yeah. You're feeling cock.
Yeah, it's like I just want to get to Powerwall type of mood, and it's like this fast, like a doctor, like what is this?
Is this Egyptian hieroglyphics?
6-month Pete subscription of Oxy something. Just go to the net. No, sir, this is a home bond application. This is not for Oxy something whatnot.
Yeah. But
Schedule 6.
I think there are major benefits to it. For example, like for example, I who am dyslexic, right? I don't read well or like write well. I love the concept of AI because it helps formulate my thoughts, right? So what I sometimes do is I've got a concept I'm thinking of, like a philosophical thing. I don't have the wealth of philosophical knowledge, reading shitloads of books. I haven't, but sometimes it helps me go, okay, cool, testing my logic, testing my reasoning. And that's what I love using like AI for. And it goes, you're logically incorrect here. This would be a logical reasoning, this direction, shit like that. That's what I love about it. And I also like it, for example, of like helping people communicate better. I swear to God, I wish more people would use AI when it comes to writing emails. Like I'll get emails from people going like, I have no idea what you're asking me. Like I can't make out what the fuck you're saying. Like I don't understand. You've gone and it's like, I don't know what you mean. Are you asking me for this or for that? And like structure, like I maybe if more people would use it, maybe it would benefit to us.
This is there are plugins and stuff that does it. Browser plugins and stuff. There's lots of them. But this is where Microsoft Copilot is also coming in, trying to help users. Write better emails. I'm not a fan of Copilot, but
no, me neither. I don't. But I think there are always positives and positives and negatives to anything. I don't think. Listen, if you're going to use AI to what should I vote for the DA for the ANC? Like, I mean, just don't fucking do that. Just don't be
but no, yes, the thing, that's actually a good point, right?
Yeah.
This is where I think AI is a little bit flawed. And this is the point where you shouldn't relinquish your thinking or your reasoning for something, because you are now asking AI to reason. But how is AI reasoning? It is reasoning based on what it's been taught and what it's had access to.
Yeah.
Whether you should vote for the ANC or the DA is not a right or a wrong question, right? There isn't. But AI is going to see it like that because it's going to compare the two and try and give you some, I don't know what the right word for it is, like some logical comparison, I guess, between the two.
Yeah. It's not
going to take everything else into context, right?
Exactly.
For example, gender stuff or whatever. It's not going to be able to understand some of those things where the DA is going in one direction that maybe the Freedom Front Plus is not going to go into, right? Because it doesn't understand those core concepts.
Yeah.
This is why I think we're very far from AI superintelligence or what's AGI, artificial general intelligence, because think about us as a human, right? And this is why, listen, these things are growing at an exponential rate. Right, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, we would not have even had this conversation. This would have been sci-fi, right? But think about us as a human being. Think about you getting up in the morning, getting dressed, going through your daily routine, then getting into a car, then driving amongst other things happening, then getting to the office and then doing this, right? You've gone through 100 different little skills that you've gone through right? Just to get to the office. Whereas an AI bot is like 3 or 4 skills at most, dude. Right? And what it is doing. So there is a lot of context missing with it. I wouldn't be using an AI bot to tell me who to vote for.
No. I was using the worst case and obviously the worst example. But there's a lot of things I think it's good for. There's going, listen, while you're driving, send a text message to this person. You couldn't do that without AI, because you need a language model to understand what you mean, and then connect the thing. I love doing that. I love using those little things, helping me formulate. an argument.
Correct.
Stuff like that. Like there's a lot of stuff you
This
can do.
is
Like
where
even
my value with AI comes in, right?
Yeah.
I'm a very busy person and I get distracted easily, which means sometimes when I touch something, I don't finish it, right?
Yeah.
The problem comes in prioritizing what I touch and finish, because some stuff I'm paid for and the other stuff I'm not paid for, right? I need to be working and finishing on the stuff that I'm paid for, else my boss is going to be pissed at me, right? Or somebody's going to be at risk. I've been a gamer, I've been a gamer for a long time. I've been an online gamer where I've been involved in one way or another building community service for game servers, right? And I told Dolph and Meg the story over the weekend, and Leo. Like we're playing this game now called Palworld, right? It's this online game, doesn't really matter what it is, but you either play on the official servers, which has very slow progression, or you play on your own computer, but then it's hard to have friends join, etc., or you then just build your own server, right? I've been in that game for like the last 10, 11 years, building and hosting game servers for my friends and my community and whatever, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I was like, really, I want to get to this point of playing Palworld again. And I thought, hey, I'm actually going to ask my bot to do it. So I have another bot, not Grokbot. I have another local bot that I'm running that is, I haven't even given it a name. But it runs on Google Anti-Gravity. Although it's made of Google, I'm using a Claude LLM for it. So Claude's the thinking brain. And I just told them like, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I have. What do you need to make it happen? I gave it a few more guardrails. I said to it, I never ever want to expose my own IP. Like these are the things I'm not negotiating on, whatever. Nobody... Because you never know who you give your game server to, and then someone's going to try and be funny and hack it or whatever. So like, I gave it like a certain set of ground rules, right? Obviously, the bot also knows me, so it knows some of my ground rules already. But be it as it may, it told me like it needs these few things, and it built the server. And we've been playing on the server for what's it like a week and a bit now, maybe, or like maybe a week. And we've had zero issues with it, and I've had the server do all of its maintenance, restart it, memory leaks, check all the health, making sure everything's fine. And I've literally done all of that with a bot, right? Now, or an AI bot. Now, here's the thing. Can anybody do it? Yes. Would anybody be able to do it the way how I did it? No. And this is the point that I want to try and make with AI is, and I think this also speaks to what Aurora was saying, is that people are just handing themselves over to AI, let AI take the wheel.
Yeah.
That is risky.
No,
because even though I'm relinquishing and asking it to do something on my behalf, I'm involved in every step in whatever it's been doing. Initially, I told it, don't do anything unless you confirm it with me before you take certain actions. Then I said to it, cool, certain actions you can take, I don't care about it. Like, if the server starts pulling strain, send a notification to the people on the server, restart it 10 seconds later, the server's up. It actually did it to us last night, and we didn't even know about it. Well, we knew about it in game, but I mean, it's not like we saw the server deteriorating. But somebody that doesn't know hosting game servers, Linux, any of these things, might not be able to do what I've done, right? Because I've given it enough of like a pre-configuration to say, I want to do this, I want to do this, I don't want this to happen. A lot of the time with tech, and this is my worry, is people are so excited and so happy that they got something to work. The moment they get it working, they don't touch it anymore. And that is why people leave that little baby monitor that they just managed to set up to leave its default password on, or this new home router, or this new Wi-Fi extender that they got working and struggled with it. So the moment it works, they're like, okay, now we don't touch this thing, right? But the password is default, or something small like that.
Yeah.
That risk for me multiplies when it comes to AI. Is this something that you're not going to know, but it's going to make the average person better? Yes, but it's going to make the average person better in all aspects, right? All risk. Everything gets elevated.
I was just about to actually say that, because the thing is, like, for example, if somebody's making stupid decisions with AI
in real life,
they were going to make those stupid decisions with other shit anyway. So it's not like a loss.
True.
You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, maybe there's a chance AI is going to stop them from making really, really stupid decisions, because those people are already not thinking for themselves. right? They base their thinking on a whole bunch of other stuff because it's almost quite funny enough. Myself and Ches were having a little chat there on Friday with regards to the concept of free will, right? If you have evolutionary biology, like the fact of the reason why you like a woman, like the reason men like women between the ages of 20 and 30 or 25 is evolutionary biology. So the question then comes up is like a philosophical one. Is that actually you choosing that, or is it sort of, is it not really you choosing free will? So like there are all bunch of external factors, propaganda, there's that type of stuff. So when you actually phrase the question of what are you thinking, or who's making a decision, I would rather have AI helping a person where they're going to make dumb decisions. Like imagine it going to go, who should I vote for? And I'm just going to go, it's probably going to go, well, vote for this party which doesn't have a fucking 25-year, 30-year history of corruption. Luckily then maybe they listen to it. Great. I think that's a net benefit to society.
How do you, so there's a few points you're making here though, right? One, cast your mind back to 2015, 2016 to when the Cambridge University used all that data to influence voters on Facebook.
100%.
And stuff. So it's also risky when somebody's on the fence, right? Who's harder to convince? The guy that's like locked in his old ways, Ford versus Toyota, I will drive a Ford till I die, or I will vote DA till I die, versus the guy that's on the fence that's like, hey, here's my money. I want to get the best value for my money. I'm not lying to a brand or whatever. If the Ford for the next 2 years gives me more value than the Toyota for the next 2 years, then that's what I'm buying. And in 2 years, I'll reevaluate that decision, right? Unfortunately, voting doesn't work like that because some of the stuff that happens when we vote somebody into power far outlasts that. But my worry with AI is not so much the people that's firm in their decisions, it's the people that's on the fence with stuff. That for me is a risk, but that's also the same thing with ads though, right? I mean, look at Facebook.
Exactly.
I can target a person that just became single and has a sexual preference of other same-sex, whatever, right? I can target that person because they like and they like Marvel movies, right? That is how granular you can get to like what you
can target a mother who's into true crime that has 3 kids, you can literally do that.
Go there. But
I'm just saying you can, right?
Right.
So just sorry, Karen.
No, go for it.
I just wanted to, so Scary asked the question. He goes, Mork, please ask Whistler his thoughts on how AI is going to be feasible and profitable, as I can't work it out and investors are going to want their money at some point. Actually, on that topic, I saw this I don't know if you mind if I quickly play you this video I saw.
Yeah,
it's quite interesting. It's this guy, this IT guy. It's got more to do with how it's structured, but I thought it would be quite relevant to this conversation we're having with regards to AI. I just want to get your thoughts on this, Whistler, because there's a part to this that we're not taking into account. So I don't know where this was, but just check this out quickly.
My career in IT was to break them. I was a penetration tester with an information security firm. My job was to travel around the world and go to eBay and PayPal co-location centers, which we now call data centers, and figure out how to break the physical and the theoretical security. And so my job was to destroy things. I have dealt with private equity, I've dealt with cooling systems, I've dealt with wastewater management, and I've dealt with IT. We are in a speculative bubble right now. The reason why we need to build so many data centers yesterday is because there is a race to be early in the IPO before these companies and before the retail investors in America realize that there's no there. And we are ahead of our skis on calling large language models and machine learning AI before it is truly generative AI. And so when we look at how private equity firms are backing property developers to build data centers to then sell to Meta, Alphabet, Anthropic, OpenAI, xAI, what we're doing is we're selling our children's birthright and we're giving away the bathwater, the baby with the bathwater, instead of demanding guarantees that these companies will even be here in 10 years. I was in Shalersville. I'm in Perry twice a week. I see the anxiety in the communities. And when we see the narratives from the investment companies, it's always the same. Whether they're building 16 data centers or 6, there's always 200 jobs. Why? Because it's enough jobs to look beneficial, but not enough to break your school system. These are marketing approaches to get over a hurdle, to get tax abatements, zoning, and environmental so they can build it. And by the time there are trucks on site and raw materials in the flat and trade unions have their contracts verified, they will say, hey, that closed loop system, yeah, that's going to be too expensive. Now it needs to be open loop, but you can't stop it because we've already broke ground.
So I'm just going to leave it there. But basically, the context of this was he was talking about, this is one of those town community meetings where they want to, like the AI, they want to put up a data center. They've got to get authorization from the community. They have to they have to get tax deductibles and like rebates, and they want like all this type of shit. But the one part I do want to point out is, and I've heard this argument being made before, that the entire thing with a lot of AI and data centers is it's massively speculative, and it's the whole vibe is it's almost like, I would say it's similar to the whole crypto run, where we had a whole bunch of crypto companies starting up, everybody's investing hugely into it, but like it's just the beginning of it, and then what happens? Like, what happens after that? Is it they just ramping up? Like there's a whole bunch of companies going like, well, we're going to buy the RAM from you guys. We're going to put an order in for the next 10 years. But in 10 years, will it still be around? That's the thing. So I've heard this argument before where they're going, is this actually going to, are we going to need a lot of this shit? Is it how dependent are we going to be on AI in 10 years from now? And is it going to be, are we going to need it?
So here's the thing. I think there's a lot of questions here. Firstly, I think to Scary's question is AI profitable? Right now, AI is only profitable to the hardware providers, especially NVIDIA.
Yeah.
They are making...
Those are clapping money, bro.
Tons of money out of it, right?
Yeah.
But the data centers that's being built, that is not profitable as yet. But I think people are leaning towards that it would be profitable eventually.
Yeah.
Because remember, and we passed this point, it's too late to care about it now. And here's why I'm saying is our data, our life, and how much of our information is out on the internet. Because no matter who we are,
Everything.
dude,
all of it.
no matter what YouTube account we have, YouTube handle we have that's not linked to our real name. I'm Whistler G. I know people might know who I am, etc., etc. But for other people, that's not creating. I'm not saying fake accounts. It's not about a fake account. It's about an identity that you would perceive is not linked to you, right? Because it's not my name. It's some different brand that I am, the Mork Rock Show, whoever it is, whatever, right? That data in the background has always existed, right?
Yeah.
To the average person, you can't put it together, though. AI is helping people make those links. So what you will find 100%. Is, and I have seen this, I think it is dangerous in this regard, but it's about privacy, but it's almost too late to care at the moment, right? There's people that I'm following on Twitch. I know what their name is on Twitch, because on Twitch it is called whatever it is, right? Darth Shaun, whoever.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are in real life. Not necessarily Darth Shaun, but like somebody else. I don't know I don't know what their real government names are, right?
Google.
But I know what they look like.
Yeah.
And then like 3 weeks later, my Facebook suggests me a friend. And I'm like, hey, this looks like this person. You click on it and you're like, oh shit, it is.
Google, because the thing is,
right?
Google knows all of that, right? Because
correct.
it's like if you're using Chrome
for the last 20 years.
But that's the thing. It's going like a lot of times, like, I mean, I remember like having a conversation with somebody once, and they were like, oh, like not using this and this. And I'm like, fuck, does it matter? Like they have all of you literally put all your information onto Facebook.
Dude,
versus,
the moment we sign up to Facebook,
Chrome,
WhatsApp,
like, Chrome's
and Google.
Exactly.
We that ship has sailed now, right?
Yeah, they have every single thing that they need.
I do want to take a step back to the data center question. So
yeah. Listen,
I know there's big problems with the data centers, right? Ellen Brockovich, the lady from
The movie, Ellen Brockovich.
way back.
Julia Roberts.
So the real version of the IRL person, the original, because that was like based on true story, right?
Yeah, 100%.
She's now what do you call the word? She has her company is now fighting against all of these things, like all of these lawsuits and class actions and whatnot.
Yeah.
But she's driving one of these data center ones. So I watched a documentary or a little small 15-minute thing where she was talking about this one data center in this one town, and then they showed the people they talked to that lives around where this data center is built, right?
Yeah.
Definitely not healthy, just like from a noise pollution perspective, right? Definitely not healthy. But people are so focused on data centers at the moment, and I'm not saying that I'm not, right? Let's just take a step back. I want to ask the question. There's a need that's driving it, right?
Yeah.
The need for data centers driving is the need for compute. It's the modern era.
Exactly.
That ship has sailed. That's where we're going to live in, right? But how different is that need than the same need just for, like, think about it. How long have you guys lived in Cape Town, or how long have we lived here? Have you seen how the suburb where you lived in has grown, or the 3 or 5 suburbs you travel through to get to your office, how that's grown? How many more people has been there, right? So
100%.
everything needs to grow. So how is that different than the infrastructure that needs to grow, power production that needs to grow, more farms we need to have, more cows we need to have, more chickens we need to have, more McDonald's we need to have? How is that different?
No, it's the same thing.
It's consumption. That you satisfying
100%.
Consumption.
You completely are 100%, dude. Darth Shaun.
Darth wants to say something, please.
Okay,
Don't
so
let me stop you.
I've been listening and reading the tweets, and I mean the fucking comments and all of that.
The fucking comments,
it's just
okay.
the fucking comments. Like, okay.
The fucking comments.
So I just want to point out a couple of things. The printing press.
Yeah.
14,
Like the newspaper.
Yeah, the newspaper.
Yeah.
Newspaper. Back in the day when it started. This was in the 1400s. Too many people would have access to books and information, potentially spreading dangerous ideas. Right?
This is true. Yeah.
Newspapers, 1600s.
Great one.
Right? There you go. The railways, the 1800s. Traveling at such an incredible speed would supposedly damage the human body. Industrial
What, really?
machinery. Yeah.
Did they say that?
It says it. The industrial machinery, 1800s. Machines would take people's jobs, destroy traditional professions. Photography,
Like
1800s.
horse and buggy.
The fear photographs could supposedly capture something of a person's soul and essence. The telephone, late 1800s. People would stop communicating normally and become socially disconnected. Electricity, 1800s. Electricity was a dangerous, unnatural, and potentially harmful simply by being around it. The cinema, late 1800s. Movies would corrupt morals, influence behavior, and encourage people to imitate what they saw. The radio, 1900s. It becomes a revolutionary source of news and entertainment. The television, it goes on. The calculator,
destroy newspaper. Yeah. Calculators.
Yeah. Personal computers, video games. This is the late 1900s. The internet. That's what I was going to bring up. The internet. Like people were talking about, oh, we're giving it information. How much information does the fucking internet already have currently? Right.
Bro.
Then there is the smartphones.
I want to make so many points, but please.
No, but all I'm pointing at, I can keep going on, but like the end of the day is there's every time something new comes into play, there is the fear of it, and I understand that 100%.
Yeah.
But like, there's a few comments that I've seen, and I'm like, I'd rather just stick my dick in a fucking wall socket than listen to these people talk. This is the same reason I believe they should remove warning labels. If you wanted to give your information to AI, feel free, go right ahead. Fucking let natural course take its place. Like,
But that's the argument I made earlier on. Like, listen, if stupid people, if AI is going to influence stupid people, it's probably going to be a little bit better than if it wasn't influencing stupid people,
Yeah,
right?
but that's the thing. In the end
It's
of the
going to be a
day,
benefit.
if I message you in a game, hey, listen, Mark, hey, listen, guys, I've got this new scheme. Well, actually, I don't want to call it a scheme. I've got this new opportunity,
Yeah.
And how it works is, I get 2 people that work for me, right? But then the 2 of you get another 2 people that work for you, right? And all of that money goes to the generating to the top to me, and will spread the. What does that sound like? A pyramid scheme? All right.
No,
Anyone who falls for it, like I can't influence the 3 of you on this, right? I'm not going to sell you on it.
No, but you can sell someone on it.
But that's my point, though. At the end of the day, it comes back to the person being uneducated, unwilling to learn them. I still have books, proper fucking books. I love reading.
Yeah.
I don't tell AI. AI doesn't tell me what to do. I tell it what to do. I have random arguments with it because it frustrates the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
And that's my. We're so scared about these things that we're going to. Oh no, I'm not gonna do it. I go, make it work for you.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's my opinion on it.
Here's my argument, right?
Points. Yeah, go for it.
Did anybody tell me? Yeah, anybody in chat. Did any one of you have a course way back in 2000 if you were computer literate in 2000? Did any one of you have a course on how to use Google?
No, I've never had one. No.
I mean, back in 2000, we had Google, web crawler, Yahoo. There was a bunch of ways to search the internet, right? But I'm talking about internet search. Did anybody had a crash course on searching the internet? No.
Never. No.
Yet some people were better at finding stuff on the internet than others because you knew how to formulate your query, right? That same cookie cutter approach now applies to AI as well. The risk is it's gotten a little trickier because it can do stuff and it can also influence, right? But to Darth's point is the same person that falls for a pyramid scheme is probably the same person that clicks on phishing URLs and that falls victim to, like,
but that's the thing.
You want a Tesla, click here.
But that's the thing.
No, exactly.
It's the same idiots that you get a call. I don't answer it. Like my current block list on my phone is about 9 times bigger than my phone book.
I know, same here.
He has 4 people in his phone. It's Mork.
It's at the end of the day is I like to take the call and just listen to them sell, and then I do that line from Boiler Room, going, "That's your sell pitch," right off.
Yeah, I do.
But my argument at the end of the day is it comes back to educate yourself.
Yeah.
It's about the information that you feed to AI. There's certain stuff 100%. I won't let AI do, but there's certain stuff I'm gonna. Yeah, you're my bitch. Do this for me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys remember Black Mirror? There was that one Black Mirror episode where you had like the social credits, almost like
I think it was the first episode of, the second episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah, and if you're below like a 4.5 or 4.8 out of 5, then you can't have access to like nice rental cars, and
you can't buy flights.
Your life was just shit, right?
Yeah.
Life is very much heading to some version of that, though, right? And again, if we don't like it, then maybe we should go and live off grid somewhere and not have all of any of these things. Yep. I just don't think that there's a. I'm speaking in general, though. I don't think there's a nice general way of now not caring about what we have on the internet. Don't go and put naked footage of yourself on the internet.
Why not?
Don't go and make statements on the internet that would get you fired. But be careful of what we put on there. But
Ross sucks dick.
That ship in one way has already sailed.
Okay,
So what do you want to make?
Hold on.
No,
Okay,
go for it. What's
Aurora
Darth doing?
goes, Darth. Okay, so when you ask to die for your country and you are not educated, you got the propaganda and you go off to do it. I'm sorry, just explain it to me.
So I think
getting to go. You mean you're like drafted for army?
But I mean, is that when you drafted or when you like? Because I mean, when you're drafted, you don't really have a choice, right? So I'm trying to understand: is this when you get drafted, or when they ask you, "Hey, join the army"?
Or is it because like I'm just trying to? Is it because I'm not educated enough? So I'm going to fall for the propaganda.
But
In
people,
that
but even
case,
educated
if you're not
people-
educated enough, then go. It's the same
But even-
reason I would like them to remove labels off of bleach. Do not drink. I say no. Fucking drink it. Go for it.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
warning labels, dude. Thin out the head.
But I mean, even educated
What
people fall
happened to
for
common
propaganda. Like,
sense?
no, but here's the thing, right? Propaganda works on different levels. For example, George Orwell said that the reason, like this entire book, 1984, the reason it worked was because propaganda works more on women because it makes an emotional influence on them. There's an emotional appeal to emotion, which doesn't really work on men that much because we're more logical. And I'm not saying all, I'm saying on average, right? This is the thing. Like, I think, Orwell made that argument going that it would appeal. And what has feminism done? Look at where we are today. We've got fucking chicks standing in the road going, murder isn't really murder. Like,
just
how did we get there, right?
Null
And I'm not
isn't
saying
really zero.
No, exactly. You know what I mean? So, yeah, exactly. You got you have educated people going, null isn't zero.
Yeah.
Null isn't nothing.
But,
You're going like,
but that's what I'm saying.
what?
Like
Shut
I
up.
go. I said, fuck you, Leo.
Shut up, Leo.
I know
I'm
what
going to
he's doing.
reboot the
Fuck
server. Hold on. I'm going to ask my AI bot to kick Leo.
He's in there.
Hold on.
Okay, no, propaganda wins every time when men go to war. Okay, but yeah, I understand that. Aurora, I
depends,
get what
though.
you're saying, but the issue that I have is if people are incapable of critical thinking, then I go thin the herd.
But I'm not saying. But listen. But here's my opposite argument to that. If people, right? So Aurora's argument is like initially her argument, like it's trying to steel man it, going like, if a lot of people use AI, they're going to sort of give over critical thinking to say AI. But there's a lot of people that don't use critical thinking already. So the net benefit can only be AI actually uses a bit of critical thinking. It implies logic and it implores all of these things, obviously depending on what I would probably say. For example, Grok does that more, especially when it comes to political, which, I would say Grok goes, okay, there's more of a logical train of thought. A lot of people don't implore these logical ways of thinking. Now, at least they're using AI, so that's going to be a net benefit. Do you know what I mean? I would make that argument.
Well, the thing is, though, right?
Yeah.
The average person wouldn't go and stand on a soapbox and just talk cock, right? They don't have that confidence.
No.
But the average person can go onto AI and have AI make him sound clever.
True.
And that's how you get like AI slop, right? It's almost
Yeah,
a
of course.
digital version of standing on that soapbox.
That's also
And
true.
then having AI
Correct.
make you
It's-
sound. And now because of this, and it reads well, and it's all these eloquent words and things that I don't normally use. Now I'm clever. Now I'm going to say that, right?
Yeah.
I get that. But again, my point goes back to the general population, the
average,
human beings on average, right? You're just doing that. You
Yeah,
are
yeah,
lifting it up with
100%.
AI, but
Yes.
I'm not necessarily saying we're making it better. You are just using the same paintbrush to stroke across everybody, because there are people. I'm speaking for myself, right? I don't think I'm a stupid person. I've certainly not achieved what I've achieved because I'm stupid.
Because you're not tarded.
But I am
you are ginger though. But
slightly better because I have AI that uses me, because it's almost like using steroids in a way. It's making you a little bit better. That's how it feels to me, right?
No, but I
I'm
think
using it in a very different way, and I don't just copy paste what AI gives me.
But that's the
No, of
thing.
course.
I think the one thing you're using it as a tool, which I go, it's the same thing. I mean, I get annoyed with those people like, oh, junk food's bad. And I go, but anything can be abused. I can take a burger and
100%.
eat it until I'm dead. It's my choice to do so. If I'm going to feed information in to AI, don't you think there's this little thing called, like, I'm going to make an action. I've got to face the consequences of my action, which is this. And I'm going, we've had this in the history of human human history. The first guy going, oh, look, there's a gigantic tiger. Let me go
Yeah.
pet it. What happened? He got
Yeah.
mauled. Next person learned.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
going to
yeah.
go do that. I'm just the type of person who stands 3 people behind and go, you go ahead, see what's going on.
Yeah, you go first. But I just want to, so I just want to point out something. So, for example, Aurora, I think we're maybe talking past each other. Nope, it removes critical thinking, the critical thinking part, to go and do a search and come to a conclusion on their own. They're just getting answers. I get you. But a lot of people do not apply critical thinking to begin with. That's the argument I'm making. So if you look at this, let me give you a real world example. Look at the EFF. They're appealing to people on the basis of what? Of going, we're going to give you free shit. A lot of people, in order to believe that, you have to suspend critical thinking, going, oh, okay, cool. They're just going to give me, here's my vote. Now you add AI in, and it's going to go, well, they're technically not going to give you that. Now it's telling that person, if that person's going, well, should I join the EFF, and go, well, technically no, because all of these promises, they can never give them to you. So now those people who aren't critically thinking, there's a chance that we're going to get a little bit of critical thinking via AI. You can skin
I
a
want
cat
to add
anyway,
to that
right?
though.
Go for it.
I want to add to that, and that's maybe what wasn't clear when I said like the use of AI lifts humanity up a little bit, right? I don't
exactly
necessarily
how I
mean
got
it in
from
the
it, right?
positive senses.
You get positive and negative.
Makes
makes
the
stupid
person
people
that's
stupider?
yes, exactly, right.
Yeah,
it makes
100%.
those
I
that
agree with
stupid a little bit more stupid because of AI slop now, right?
Yeah,
you can see that this is written by AI. There's not original work. It's not fact checked. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing. Make it easy for me to spot the ones that
But again, it's like my argument is like the fact of, say for example, and keep coming back to this, is going like, if you're using AI to search an answer for you, and you go like, which is better, the DA or the EFF? At least AI is going to employ some sort of critical thinking, and the person might not be using critical thinking at all. So there's going to be a net benefit where it's going to go, okay, but listen, you're asking me, this is not the better outcome. And that person might not have, because they're using artificial intelligence or AI, what the fuck ever, to do this language model. That's going to help a little bit of critical thinking into their maybe changing their position. Maybe there's a 1% chance, maybe there's a 50% chance. I don't know.
But there's the moral right and wrong as well that we haven't
That's
spoken
also
about,
true.
right?
Yeah, no, true.
Let me quickly frame where I'm coming from, like the moral right and
Go for
wrong. Self-driving cars these days are using AI.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, like the railroad.
Yeah, Teslas, whatever, though, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna use the railroad example where it's like there's the two railroads,
the one,
there's 5 people.
3 people. Obviously,
Yeah.
That's like a little conundrum, which I think
Yeah.
not
Do it
really
to
what
me.
I want to mean in this case.
Do it
This
to
is
me.
more.
Do it to me. Propose the question to me, please. Do it
Okay,
to
I
me.
will pose that question to you in a sec.
Okay.
The point that I'm going to try and make is, right, you're driving in a car. You are driving in a car in a one-way street on the beach road of Durban or Cape Town or wherever, right?
Yeah.
There is a tree on the side, and there's a kid that comes running after a ball on the left, right? You need to swerve out to miss the kid.
Yeah.
You're going to hit the tree, right? As a human, your response, I'll get you off. As a human, your response will be different in your thinking than what AI would do, because AI,
100%.
although there is no law for AI, but the law of robotics, a robot would never kill its owner and its human, right? It would never kill other human life and whatever.
Yeah.
How do you teach something that level of moral, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't teach it on how to make that decision. I know how I would make it, right? Darth, what's your...
In this scenario, do the brakes work?
Perfectly working car. Perfectly working car. You have to swerve out because there's a car that's standing still in front of you. There's a tree on the right. There's whatever.
Why is that my
You
only
have to
choice?
swerve.
Why?
Yeah, so there's either swerve, hit the tree, or swerve, hit either go straight, hit the kid, or swerve and hit the
Can't just
tree.
hit brakes.
Well, you're not going to have enough time. In this scenario, there's not enough time to hit brakes.
Yeah,
that's
not enough
You're
time.
going to
You
hit
have
the
to swerve
tree or
out.
the kid. Which one?
The kid.
Yeah. No.
A human
But
being
AI
would
chooses
prioritize.
that. I would be.
No, see, human beings is always gonna prioritize life. Okay.
Yeah.
The problem in what you teach AI is prioritizing your own life, not AI's own life. Its master, the car, the owner, the passenger's life
Yeah.
over the kid's life, right? 100% guarantee you're killing the kid if you're driving over it. But
Is the
swerving to the
car
tree
insured?
doesn't matter.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't-
It's a Tesla, right? A Tesla
Yeah.
hits a tree on Beach Road. You are not killing the passenger. You're damaging the car, but you're not killing the passenger. You're driving
Okay,
60
but
km an
I
hour.
think once again, I think the question is at the moment of where AI is. I would go, okay, it's a it's a how do I say it? I think the end of the day is you want AI to get to the point where it needs to analyze every scenario before it unfolds. So, for example,
Well, it's doing that. It's doing that
but
anyway.
that's what I'm saying. You needed to go, okay, look, I've got a passenger, I've got the kid. The kid's got no airbag, the passenger's airbag. And at a percentage time, if I swerve into the tree, there is a 95% of the passenger surviving. If I hit the kid, there is a 20% chance that the kid survives. So let's swerve into. That's the extent you wanted to get to, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
100%. Here's my thing, right? We are living in this interesting period now where we are judging technology for making decisions that I think in 10, 15 years from now isn't going to be a problem anymore. Let me say why. Back to the point that Scary asked is AI financially viable, etc. It costs a ton of money to run autonomous driving inside a Tesla at the moment, right? All the tech that's built into that Tesla to make it drive autonomously. In the future, I don't see autonomous cars working like that. Sorry, I missed the super chat. Go for it.
No, I just want to say thank you to Harman for the super chat. He just says Trump is live giving a speech. Thank you, Harman.
In the future, I'm seeing AI cars are going to be less packed with tech, but they're going to be packed with more appropriate tech because there's going to be external dependencies. For example, the sidewalk will be smart.
Yes.
The road will be smart. The lamp poles are smart. The trash cans are smart, right?
Yeah.
Everything around you will be smart. Let me say why. If the Tesla knows that a kid is stepping off the sidewalk that was playing with the ball because the lampposts picked up on a camera that there's a kid with a ball.
Yeah.
I know we're going into this whole social monitoring and whatever thing. I'm just saying that is the only time you're going to have it viable for me where cars aren't super expensive, but cars can be autonomous because you have to solve the problem of what are we trying to get the Tesla to know right now that in future it would not need to know. Not need to know, not need to calculate. In the future, it would know it because of other smart intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sidewalk being smart would tell the Tesla that a kid is stepping off it and slow you down 3 seconds
It's
earlier.
going to know. The Tesla's going to know. Okay, cool. It's sensing the environment. It goes, there is a child, and it's now picking up the feed. The AI is going, there's a kid. The mother is looking away because it's picked up that because it's fucking instant, right? So it can see it's playing with the ball, and as soon as the kid kicks the ball the wrong way, the cameras pick that up and see that happen. The car's already pre-slowing down because there's a potential for shit to happen.
Correct.
Yeah. Let me pose a question quickly, Aurora. This is for you, right? As much as you dislike AI, would you prefer if all taxis, minibus taxis in South Africa had AI on board? As a question, would you prefer them to have it on, be able to disable the car, and the downside would be, okay, now the taxi driver can't critically think anymore? I would prefer AI thinking for taxi driver as opposed to hoping that the taxi driver would somehow employ critical thinking. That's my position. I would go like in the scenario of having a taxi driver where it's like, oh shit, the taxi driver is now going over you've got AI on board and it slows down the taxi automatically going, okay, wait, no, dude, this is a 120 zone. Like, this is the type of stuff I'm going like, and this is the one thing that Thomas Sowell said. He says, there are no solutions only only compromises. That's all. There are no solutions for anything, only a compromise. So you're going to go like a cool. We're going to give up some safety, or some of our autonomy for safety. It's like you have to kind of find that level playing field. Okay, cool. I don't want everything to be seen this like every part of my life, but they already know that. Like we just said, if you think that Google doesn't know every single thing about you, I think you're disillusioned. Like they know who you are, they know where you live, they know your ID number, your credit card, they know who you buy, what you buy, every single part of you, they know all that already, right? So you're going like, well, I don't really want this interference from tech companies to know everything. But they kind of do already, right? So would you want some kind of, I would love those type of things. And what am I going to give up? Like a mass surveillance? Sure, maybe on the street. Fuck, I don't care.
We are. I know we're talking about some current problems, right? And again, guys, be mad, don't be mad, whatever. Whatever we talk about here has no relevance on the direction of where life is going, because we don't have that level of influence.
We're not actually like, the three of us don't have the power to actually make those decisions.
I tried to tweet Elon, but I doubt it comes up on his feed. But I do think about where it's heading. Think about Elon a few years ago already had like these smart robots, right? Think about all of those things. I think there is a future. Think about how quickly technology is going, right? Quantum computing, etc. I think there is a future where things would be smart, even smart homes, smart floors. Think about like an elderly person in a house with a smart floor that knows their movement in the house based on how they walk, that knows
exactly
the pressure on how they walk, they're dragging their feet, that knows that they fall, that knows all these things, right? Think about like all of those things.
They know that their heart beats like these are the signs.
So many data points that is going to be there in the future that we don't have today.
Of course. I think there's positives and benefits. There are positives and negatives to them.
We are focusing on the percentage of the world that's going to have it, though, right? Not all homes will be smart.
Like with a couple of years, I mean, they just took backtrack like fucking quite a long time ago. Remember the time when the doctor was like, "You've got a headache. Oh, that's cool. Let's take a drill and drill and release some pressure."
Oh yeah, like the 1800s or whenever they did the first.
Let's go back once again. It's the same thing there.
Or whatever.
A whole bunch of people died in the process for us to go, wait a second.
Hold on.
I don't think I'm going to drill into my head. That doesn't seem like a legitimate reason. I just feel like we're in the beginning stages of AI, and I feel like, if a couple of people have to die or lose their vibe, I'm okay with that. For us to evolve to a point, I'm just going, it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's one of those things it's almost impossible to stop.
When they put a guy on like a car, and it's like before it was called a car, like, what is this? I don't know, but I want to go faster. You want to wear something on your head? Nah, fuck that. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
It took some time for us to learn these things, and I just feel like this is the progress we need to take. Yeah, I say be cautious. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm going.
No, I think there should be caution.
We are intelligent enough to go, okay, well, I'm not going to give too much information. I'm going to utilize where I do use AI, and I'm very proud of this one, is that when I get clients that message me stupid fucking questions, I mean, utterly stupid questions.
I hope they're not watching this.
I don't think they can watch it. I want them to learn from it. I put that whole message into AI, and I get me a response, because I don't want to waste my brain power thinking of an answer for that.
That's also true.
I'd rather you just don't respond.
No, but I have to respond. That's the problem.
I prefer doing that.
Because even stupid people want to buy houses.
Exactly. If I can make money off of it, but I give them, I don't waste the time on that. I'd rather think of something else. Like, I don't know, what I'm going to have to dinner for tonight. I'd rather do anything else but that. But that's where I use AI for, because I don't want to sit and, let me take the time to type the answer No.
Yeah, just AI,
It
just
does not
take
come
take
with
over.
the
Yeah,
property.
fuck my life.
Those three little words, no, it does not come with the property.
Yeah,
Those,
does the
those
car
little words,
outside also come with it? No,
I
it
would just let
doesn't.
AI respond to that because
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think there's going to be positives and negatives to it, and it's one of those things that I don't think we can stop. But I think I don't know, Darth Shaun, you know, maybe you'll understand this one. So you know the force doctrine argument, right?
Mm.
So the whole concept of, like, if I can try and summarize, is an argument that Andrew Wilson makes, and he goes like, if the concept of force doctrine is going like, in a society where men hold the majority on force, women technically what happens is women are asking men for the right to vote, right? That's just how, because they can't control that, they have no force to enforce that. It's the same as this, where we're going like, well, I would put that in the kind of the same bracket of this. If all the tech companies already know every single thing about you, and we're going, well, we don't want AI, we don't want to go down this tech thing where they know everything about us. It's like, I don't understand the argument, because they already know everything about you. There's nothing that they don't know. Every single thing about you, they already know. And you're going, well, we need to stop them from knowing, putting surveillance cameras outside. But like, you literally have their phone, and every like movement you make is pinged. They know where you are every second of every day. You've got a smartwatch on.
They know how long you're focusing on a post. There is so much data points.
They know exactly what your ideology is. They've read every single thing you've posted in this chat as you're going right now. Everything they know. And you're going, wow, we're trying to limit that. It's going like that. It almost seems sort of counterintuitive, because it's going like, well, we're going to try and stop this. But how? Like, there is no way to stop them knowing you're using their tech. Every single aspect of your life, they know everything. There's no way to like not give that over, because you did that 20 years ago.
Major Tom is asking if I have any candy. Major Tom, does this count? By the way,
what the fuck is that?
Free ad for Woolies. This stuff is freaking amazing.
Dream Dance, what?
It is Dream Dance Do vanilla and fluff flavored foam jellies. Sorry, fruit. Vanilla and fruit flavored. Oh, I would love this. Like
fluff.
Vanilla and fruit flavored foam jellies. This is really good. So, Major Tom, I hope this.
Listen, I love Woolies Sweeties. I'm sorry, I am like, my favorite one is those cherries.
The cherry
You've got
ones,
a whole bunch of new ones I haven't seen. No, the cherry, sour cherry ones is my bomb dizzle.
Yeah,
that and a fruit pastel.
Just, on the healthy side, I'll
of course, yeah. 2 bags of sweets, and then like a fucking, a handful of nuts. Ja, daar sê nou, kyk sy vir my.
The one that helps me sleep.
I love this name though. Bergdolfijn Perd says, funny thing about AI, we've created machines that can answer questions we don't even understand ourselves. Makes you wonder who's actually teaching her. That is also quite true.
It's not so much who's teaching it. At least this is my view, Bergdolfijn.
Yeah.
Bergdolfijn Perd. BDP. Yeah. Mountain dolphin horse. Like, okay, where's that from? Think about AI like this. Think about you having access to a panel of 1 million PhDs, doctorates.
That's every aspect of the internet.
Whoever's
every piece of information
that's ever existed.
Yeah, exactly. It's going like,
that's what you have access to.
Search all of that. Yeah.
And this is why I'm back to my point: is did anybody ever do a training course on how to use Google?
No.
Right? Because the better your Google search, the better your results is going to be. Listen, AI has closed that loop now greatly with like the AI mode thing you can search in Gemini. But I mean,
the amount of time it saves me on doing things, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to go. I'm going to go. I enjoy using it. I really do. If it saves me time and I lose 5% critical thinking of going to each and every one and phoning those places up and checking if they have it, so be it.
See, again, this is where my point is. Listen, people are going to agree. People are going to agree or not agree, right? I'm not here to convince anybody to see things my way. I'm merely saying is, hey, how has this made my life better? It has made my life better in the way that I think I can reasonably offload certain things with this restricted set of guardrails.
Shit you don't need.
For example, somebody sends me it doesn't matter who it is, but it could be somebody senior in the company that I work for, whatever. They send me the screenshot because they saw it in their thread, their Facebook feed or whatever, and there's some vulnerability in some product that we might use, right? And they're like, hey, are we at risk? Okay. Some of that stuff is literally in my life. Like, I need to pause how much stuff pops up, whatever. I'm in a meeting. I can't necessarily give it attention. I have Google has something called GEMS. I don't know what it stands for. GEMS, GEMS, right? Which is like pre-built prompts that every time you invoke that prompt, it will do something for you, right? So you can curate exactly what this prompt does, like telling it hey, you're a translator and your purpose is to translate whatever text I give you. Firstly, identify the language and then translate it to English for me or whatever. And then even at that prompt is probably 2 pages long because you've told it to try and keep for all this different type of sayings or this or that or colloquial, whatever. Great, right? But I have one specific one that just looks at screenshots people send me. And I check whether that data is fake, try and find the original source, try and where it comes from, try and check change dates, try and check if a post was maybe recently updated. Because sometimes we get threatened intelligence that a few hours or let's say a day makes a difference in what that threat intelligence tells
100%,
us, right?
100%, dude.
Small things like that. I can literally have one of my gems quickly go and do that for me and come back with the answer, and I can say, okay, cool, this thing actually needs more attention, or no, this thing doesn't, right? And if it needs more attention, it is because maybe there's something that we need to do here. And if it doesn't, it just means that, hey, I have some level of confidence. I'm not going to worry about this thing right now. Right. So, but also these things have come, again, I'm talking for me, right? These things have come over months of training that particular gem to work the way how I want it to work. So that's just my view, right? Can I still do my job without AI? Yes, I could.
Of course.
Would I be less efficient? Yes, I would.
Of course, yeah.
Am I more efficient with AI? Yes, I am.
100%, yeah. I'm telling you.
Do I completely rely on it? No, I don't. But
I'm
it certainly makes me easier.
No, you shouldn't. Yeah,
again,
100%.
The saying that I use in cyber often, for people that don't know, I'm in the cybersecurity industry. You have to fight fire with fire. Just as that old saying goes, you don't rock up to a gunfight with a knife. I can no longer rock up to a gunfight with a knife, right? So hackers don't have this concept of, oh, no, that was out of scope, or oh, there wasn't budget for this features. Hackers don't freaking care, right?
Yeah, no,
they will bring everything in the Sunday roast. I have to protect with everything in the Sunday roast. So,
yeah,
I have no choice.
I just want to say this. This is my final statement on this.
Yeah, and then we talk about Harry Potter.
Give all your information to AI. Give into it. Just give it everything.
Give into the dark side.
Just give into it.
Do it right now.
Just do it. Just hand over every bit of information. Ask. Let it wake you up. Let it feed you if it can. Just do that.
Listen, I have something else. I just wanted to just GTA quickly. So I saw this post. That it was
we actually had topics to discuss tonight.
Yeah, but I mean, now it's just gone down the fucking toilet. It's fine. But I wanted to point this out just on GTA. I thought this was actually quite funny. Have you guys seen this? Just for scope.
I want to make it a bit bigger.
So this is the biggest building, I think, currently the biggest building in the world. It cost $1.5 billion to make.
It's the Burj
Build
Khalifa,
time 6 years. GTA 6. Total cost $2 billion. Development time 12 years. Just for context, that's insane.
Not a fair comparison, though. And it's not because, like I saw a piece of news that said Rockstar Games started working on GTA 6 a month or something after the release of GTA 5, which was in 2013,
Wow.
2014, right? That's how the 12
Wow.
years things came about. So
Yeah.
in the technology world, that is not uncommon. There is always R&D people, whatever, working on the next best thing. We're at the cusp now of like a new PlayStation 6 coming out, a new generation Xbox coming out, whatever. The moment that console goes to market, right? PS7 is in development. There's a team that's shifting
100%,
focus to the development, and there's a team that's staying behind, keeping PS6
Making
between
sure
lines,
everything
right?
still works,
Same for Xbox, same for
updates.
whatever.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm saying is that 6 years is a point in time thing, right? Yeah, I think people underestimate, and maybe I'm a little biased here. I think people underestimate how much goes into game development
There's the
and
textures, like
software development. Go and
Right.
ask that same question and say, hey, how much did it cost to make Microsoft Office? How much did it cost to make the Chrome browser we're using? How much did it cost to make YouTube, right?
the years and years and years of money spent on developing it.
I don't think
making
it's a
it
fair
better.
comparison.
Not just that, if you look at Google itself.
No, exactly. How many people work on that currently? How many people are involved? Like, it's like if you had to compare that, you would go, it would be chalk and cheese compared to any of this, right? But I do have another post. I want to share that. You can strengthen the relationship between Jason and Lucia in GTA 6, but returning Lucia's text faster or taking her shopping at the mall. I wonder where all these great ideas come from.
It's an all-woman team.
So I've been seeing a lot of
GTA.
backlash online with regards to this idea of like, because apparently the rumor is that they wanted, it was going to be just the chick, and then eventually they added the guys. Probably the marketing guys are going, listen, you can't. So I don't know. Maybe there's a chance that they were going to go down the same road as Laufey, and they course corrected. I hope so. But I do think there is too many. I mean, this is tech. It's like, it's very politically left. It's like, if you look at every single tech company, they are like almost 80% left leaning, all of them, like everybody working there. And, so you're going to get that.
You made the same comments about Wolverine the other day as well, but I want to argue your point.
Yes.
Because again, right, no matter what we say, nobody's losing sleep over this.
No,
certainly I'm not going to. But some people might. Like, please calm down. Here's the thing. Interesting point of view that maybe GTA would have a female protagonist rather than a male protagonist, as it's always had over the last 25, 30 years.
Yeah. I mean, again,
if you look at the leaks, sorry, go for it.
No. Finish your
If you look at the leaks, right? I don't think Rockstar Games was hacked directly to have some of this current content leaked out. I think it's a supply chain compromise. Now, let me explain what I mean with a supply chain compromise, right?
Yeah.
For anybody that is in any way involved in new tech being tested like this, right? They always have like closed rings of groups of people who have access to this through some way or another, right? Massive NDAs, you can't leak these things out, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think some of these earlier builds and specific pieces of the game have been packaged for somebody to play and play test this, right? Play test this specific thing or play test that specific thing, right? That is a piece of what has leaked out. Now, if that is the case, right, to argue or to with your argument you're making is then we should have seen more, female only. What's her name? The chickie's name now? I forgot.
Laufey.
From GTA. No, the GTA girl.
Lucia, whatever. Yeah,
Lucia.
Yeah.
Then there should have been would have been more Lucia specific content out. But then again, maybe they package the Lucia angle to somebody else and have a female gamer play her versus a male gamer or whatever.
Yeah.
I really don't know. But play testers and getting play test out. Listen, these guys are going towards the 19th of November release, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna have to have testers outside of Rockstar Games testing it under heavy NDA. Probably they are given a console with like custom firmware on that just runs this or something that they can't hack it off. But I mean, I'm not saying Rockstar Games has the best or the worst security, but the moment you start sharing playtests, like copies of your game that you've developed, like let's say I developed my game, like guys, don't share this, please, whatever. I'm sharing it with Mork and Darth. You guys play with it, right? Darth's laptop gets stolen. Fuck, there goes my game.
There we go. Gone. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So
100%, dude.
I'm thinking their breach came from that.
100%.
And the reason why I think the breach is true is because Take-Two and Rockstar have been issuing takedown notices, DMCA takedown notices.
Oh, wow.
They would not have done that. DMCA. They would not have done that if it was fake content or not
it's 100%.
worthy content at all. Just my view.
But the only issue I have with, I think this is the thing that we saw. This is this one thing that I brought up when it was, especially with Laufey and like stuff like that. And I think we saw this with Spider-Man 2. To me, it's about the intent. I have no issue with a female character. I think it's awesome. I asked Darth Shaun, whenever there's an option to choose when you create a character, always make a female character. Because I like
that's a whole different worry. That we need to worry about. I always choose the male character.
Listen, if it's third person, you're walking. Hold on. Let me just clarify this quickly. If you're playing a game and it's third person view, I prefer to stare at the back of a chick as opposed to the back of a guy.
I don't stare at the back of my guy. I stare at wherever I'm shooting at. That's why you're so
it's
in
always
shooting games.
No. It's always there. So you're looking at a guy's ass the entire time when you make a guy character.
I don't look at the guy's ass. I look at where the guy's looking. I look at my crosshair.
Butt. No, bullshit. You have to. If your entire screen, you've got your.
What's the reason?
I agree with Mork. I'm sorry, you're the last call on this one.
Oh my gosh, where's my cancel button?
I'm just saying, like,
Mork likes digital boobs. Yes, I do. I'm just saying. I have no issue with. See, getting back to my point,
if my character is male, right? If by choice I can't choose between.
Yeah.
We're slightly different a bit on this one. For me, I choose what my character looks like with clothing on. So if, like, for example, in what are we playing now? What's the game I can't wait to get to? Yeah. With the male character, the moment you add like clothing on, he starts looking too bulky for me. It's a big guy, and I don't like that. That's why I go for the female character, because my character looks better, and the boobs in the ass.
There we go, right? But so getting back to my point on the whole thing with, and I think the issue started way back. It started with Gamergate, and it was a political. This is the thing. The entire vibe with this, the issue, reason we got issues with Laufey, the reason people are pointing out with like this type of stuff with maybe they're going. I think it's the issue of intent, right? Because politically they're trying to like do these things where they stop making sexy game characters and like, you know, and this is the issue that we had with Spider-Man, specifically in Insomniac.
Whistler?
What? What?
No. Chat.
Oh, I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
No. Focus. You were saying.
Oh. So yeah, that I think the issue is intent, because I think a lot of these game companies started hiring. They started doing different hiring practices, because you had a small vocal minority going, you know, like it needs more female representation, to the point where it's not about equality. It went like, and like the photo we showed now, where it's like it's 80% chicks now. I have no problem with it, but the problem I have is when they're going like, okay, well, we can't make characters pretty now because that's forcing the male gaze and all this like this political bullshit that I don't care about. Like we're not gonna make overly sexualized like characters, bro. It's fantasy. The reason guys buy games is because like look at Stellar Blade. Like Stellar Blade, I think did massive sales because the chick was really cute and really sexy. That's why it sold.
It's also the thing that I liked about Ready Player One, right? The VR game, but
yeah.
The moment game starts becoming like that for me, I won't play it. Like it's. Yeah. I see even now. Is it the new Modern Warfare?
Yeah.
The new Modern Warfare is like the strict no work bullshit policy type of thing
Yeah,
around it. So for me, again, right, this is again my view. Gaming for me is an escape, right?
Exactly.
I'm
100%.
not like, just as Reese reads her books, that's her escape. Gaming is
Yeah.
my escape, right?
Of
Because
course.
I have work stuff, I have me and Reese and family and personal life and whatever, and then I have my me time, my escape time, right? The moment that starts becoming like bullshit woke,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna drop it. I'll go and find something else, dude. There's enough games to play that's not like that. But
Yeah.
and I hate when it does, though. I hate when people start bringing in all of those type of like things into
Elements
gaming, because
No, exactly.
just don't.
But this is even
just
look
leave
at
it
like
alone.
even look at like, for example, AJM's comment here. He goes, "It's," and I agree with him. He goes, it's the chick's time to shine. It's time for the female gaze. But the problem is, it isn't even. And let me use an example here. Look at this, right? So this is the Wolverine has been made sort of to look like a normal guy because they don't want to accentuate having a sexy looking Wolverine. They've made all the women kind of look average because they feel that it's more, people can connect to it more. And it's like, what are you doing? I mean, this is the Gaz is what I think. Gaz is one of the dudes that, if I'm not mistaken, he was one of the original guys that worked on World of Warcraft back in the day. And somehow catching heat for Marvel's Wolverine is not surprising. Not only does the game look awful, but instead of looking at the feedback, they started talking about relentless onslaught and mental health. Make a game people actually want to play, and the noise disappears. Keep going the same modern stuff, and hate is all you'll get. And this is the problem that they've gone with. They've made, for example, in Spider-Man, they made Mary Jane not look sex, but you'd look like a plain average kind of girl. Where people are going, but I don't really want to play with her. I mean, I looked at the Wolverine game, and like the thing that put me off is because Wolverine is the worst version of Wolverine across all platforms I've ever seen.
And to your point of fantasy, that is where fantasy and reality shouldn't cross now.
Exactly.
Leave games in that fantasy world.
Exactly.
Like, imagine Dungeons and Dragons. Imagine we now start screwing with the core concept of Dungeons and Dragons. And I know you can't have this, and you can't have this, and we need to have this look like that, and whatever. Like, you'll break the core concept of the game.
But that's my point. And it's like, it really just, it bums me out. This is the issue we had with Laufey. If you go look at the chick, we have photos of her doing that. What's that? The vibe where she has to dress up with all the dots and stuff. She is absolutely a stunning looking woman. And then you go look at what they did with the game. They made her look uglier. And I'm going like, how did we get that?
She's the.
You know,
what's her name? She's the redhead from True Blood. Isn't it?
Yeah. She's also she's from. What's she from, Darth Shaun? She's from
that's right, True Blood. She's from True Blood.
She does have like this double barrel surname or something. Deborah Ann Woll.
Ann Wolf. That's it. Yeah.
Deborah Ann Woll.
But she's absolutely stunning. But they made her look old and ugly, and I'm going, why? Why do that? And the reason is their politics. So I don't care if you make more female kind of games. It's like the intent of what you're doing. You can't get away from it, because the problem is we can go watch interviews of these people afterwards going, wow, we decided to go this route because of this is our politics. And like, oh, okay, so what did you do? Oh, you're a Biden supporter and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And like, you know, we don't want to ooze sexuality, blah, 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 all this dumb shit. Like,
the problem is that they keep forgetting that it's fantasy. It's not, I'm not expecting a real, if I create a character, I'm not expecting this woman to walk down the street, because it's not going to happen.
I don't give a fuck about
walk around in a
representation. I don't care about representation in a fantasy game where, you know, like. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that.
There's a book. I haven't finished reading it yet, but there's a book. I'm going to tell you now. That is worth for the guys that's gaming.
AJ, I'm gonna vibe code Woke Dungeons.
What's the book, Whistler?
I'm getting the name quickly. So the book is called Like War, Weaponization of Social Media. Okay. And I'm gonna try and get the lady that wrote it is like this PhD in something, ex-game developer of sorts or something like that. But anyway, she's talking about how gaming is good actually. The same way as how I guess you teach kids to, like, put the thing with the blocks in here and the circles in there, and you're teaching them to figure out puzzles and whatever. Gaming does that at like a different level, like in how it is getting your brain to do certain things. I'm also following this one lady. She was on the CEO's diary, or the diary of the CEO.
Oh yeah. No,
and she's like some neurosurgeon, whatever. And it's talking about like how games stimulate ways to force your brain to make new neural connections and all kind of things like that. So,
oh wow,
quite interesting. So if you want to look for counter arguments as to why gaming's bad, I'm not saying gaming is not bad. I mean, it kills time, but good can come from it in terms of like teaching certain things, skills.
Again, exactly like the argument, the entire conversation we had about AI. There are positives and negatives to things, right? Across the board, everything.
Always. Dude, it's like that with everything. When they created a gun to save people from something, it was also used to kill people from something, right?
There we go. 100%.
Alcohol was there to have fun, but then alcohol also got abused, and this, right? So, I mean, everything in life is going to have a yin and yang to it.
Fuck, man, we're running out of time. Darth Shaun, we don't have enough time to pose the question, right?
Do we want to do it on Saturday?
We got 10 minutes. Maybe
I'm just
you
feeling
can
like
ask the
we've
question.
lost. I feel like Natasha is going to hate us.
She's going to hate us. She is going to hate us. So,
I do want to throw out like another theory, right?
Wait, let me ask the theory I asked on Saturday. I think Whistler wasn't here. So Whistler, you've watched Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
You've watched all of it, right?
Is this the theory that Dolph wants to ask?
No, it's a different one. Well, you want to ask yours first, Darth Shaun?
No, it's Dolph's one about Harry Potter.
It's the same.
It's all Harry Potter.
Okay.
So I had this question about the whole vibe of like, you know why the Dursleys hate Harry Potter? They just hate him, right? They're always mean to him. But like, somebody posed the theory and go, maybe they hate him because remember in the last two movies, right? They go on the hunt for the Horcruxes. Because Voldemort breaks his soul up and he puts it into certain things. But every time they come into contact one of these things, it's very hateful, right?
So for a good example, it's when Ron wears the amulet around
he wears
him,
that.
He becomes very negative and very...
He gets mean. All of them become mean because they have to take turns, right? So someone made the argument, maybe the Dursleys are mean to Harry Potter because they've constantly been exposed to him and he is a Horcrux. Because he's got part from the day he was born, when Voldemort tried to kill him, part of his soul went into Harry. So he's always been a Horcrux, and maybe that's a reason why they hate him.
But why is it not everybody around them then? Why is it only?
That's the argument I was thinking about. Because I'm going
I've
at the same time.
Got a theory for this.
Otherwise,
I got a theory for this. Yeah. Right, it's the same reason when like, for example, Ron is only mean to Harry, not Hermione.
Yeah.
Right,
she likes her.
Yeah. But remember, the reason I think it amplifies with the Dursleys is because generally they already dislike magic because of the sister. So maybe it just takes, you've got a emotional, and normally you can keep it to yourself, it's not a problem. But because he's a Horcrux, it brings out that negativity towards him.
That hate, and almost like we said now with like AI, it's gonna raise positive and negatives, but with this, it's raising the positive. What was your argument that you wanted to ask there, Darth Shaun?
So, a theory is, what if Harry never went to Hogwarts? Maybe he's a Muggle, and he's maybe he's a Muggle. And he's stuck in that basement under the stairs, and he's just created this fantasy world that doesn't actually exist.
It's like none of it's true.
None of it's true. He's just there talking to himself.
That
so
would
instead of the ending where
massive riots,
right? Imagine that he wakes up and he's still in the little thing there, and he's like
covered under the stairs. Yeah, and he's just got this book of like all his notes. So like you don't have the ending scene where they're at the train and he says bye to the kids.
Yeah.
It's just Harry there going, and it's Dursley stomping on the
Yeah,
Get up, Potter, make breakfast. And he's like,
Yeah.
he's writing
Yeah.
the end of his story.
That's
Fuck,
what
that
I
would be
think it
funny.
is. Imagine that, right?
The owl is
That's
actually a
fucking
pigeon.
Yeah.
A Morse pigeon. Hardy dog.
It's like a post
Owl's
date.
actually hardy dog.
Oh my god, that would be funny. Make like a South African version of Harry Potter, but you use a hardy doll, like it's a fucking guinea fowl, and then
Dude, I think it would again be interesting from like a creative point of view. Listen, a lot of these things got written 10, 15 years ago, though,
Yeah.
right? Is there holes in it? Yeah, sure.
I mean, I wouldn't say there's major holes. The only major holes I see in Harry Potter was, I think, the argument that that Darth Shaun brought up when we were chatting on Saturday, which is the whole vibe of like the concept of the Elder Wand, right?
Yeah.
So the Elder Wand is like it's like the whole vibe how wands work is like in order for you to have the allegiance of the wand, you have to either defeat someone else, or like either you buy it and becomes a lead. That's the part where Harry gets his wand and it sort of does that gold
Did
stuff.
the one
and all
chooses
other ones-
chooses the wizard?
Yes. But then the thing is like if I defeat you, either I kill you or I disarm you, then the allegiance of that wand now belongs to that person that's defeated.
But only on an elder one, though.
Only on the
No,
only
it's
on the
every-
Elder
Because
Wand.
that's why when Ron was using Hermione's wand, it didn't work that well.
No,
Everyone's
but
one was broken.
Ollivander breaks that down as well. Because when he
actually
remember he sits and he goes, "Can you tell me whose wand this is?" And he looks at it and he goes, "Bah, bah, 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 bah. This belongs to
you're right.
Benedict Lestrange." And then he goes, "Okay, what about this one?" And he goes, it's got this core, it's made out of this nimble," and he goes,
This was
used
this
to be
person's.
law, yeah. And then
And then
Harry
he-
goes,
oh,
"What
yeah,"
do
and then
you
he
mean
asks,
was?"
"What do you mean?
And then he says,
Yeah.
"Well, I feel like its allegiance has changed." Remember, and that wasn't the Elder Wand. And he
Yeah, so
explains
all
that.
wands.
Yeah. And then he says that depending on how you've won the wand, the wand's allegiance will change. So
Yeah.
it's not
So-
just the
so-
Elder Wand; it's everyone.
So Darth Shaun actually brought up a really interesting argument the other day, and he was going like, the part in the forest where Harry Potter walks up to Voldemort, and Voldemort kills him, and he falls down and he goes into that like the train station with Dumbledore, and he's like in the white vibe there, and he's going like, but why does the allegiance of the wand not go to Voldemort then, because he's technically killed him?
Well,
Which is a fucking great
but
argument.
this is the thing: is like what classifies as defeat. He might not have killed him,
Yeah.
but he put him on his ass. He still won. He still won that match. If you
Yeah,
talk
because
about
like
it, he might not have
we have to
killed him.
determine, is he dead or isn't he not dead at that specific.
And that's the thing.
know?
Like, okay, my other question, because the way I came to this conclusion was, I was watching it, and then you fast forward to the scene where Hagrid is carrying dead Harry Potter, and
Yeah,
then suddenly
but he's
Harry
not-
jumps up, he's got his wand in his hand, and he's and I'm going, but when he was in the forest, he got hit with the
Killing
Havakadabra
curse,
curse, right? The killing curse.
Yeah.
He fell back. Right. Why would they leave his wand with him?
I don't know. I've got to go.
When Harry picks him, when they go, okay, go, Hagrid, grab the dead body. Why not just leave his wand there? Why would they? What thought process do you have?
We need to go reevaluate that, because I need to go double check what it says in the book versus the movie. Because did he actually take his wand out? Did he keep it with him? Natasha says he sacrificed himself. That is why the wand remained his. But also, I was thinking maybe the wand remained his because
that is an interesting theory.
It's not a defeat. It's like it. But also the other argument is like, well, he wasn't really defeated because he got hit with the killing curse, but he didn't die. So that would be the same as you getting hit with stupefy. You don't lose the allegiance of the wand. It's only when it's Expelliarmus where it falls.
Okay, but
so
now
I could make that argument.
100%. But now let's backtrack this to when Grindelwald took the wand from Gregorovich. He didn't duel him. He didn't. Yeah, but he stole it. So there's no defeat. So what? So the loyalty of the wand is going to switch because I was taking a nap in the middle of the night.
Maybe.
And some dickhead broke in and stole it.
I don't know. Maybe
that's what I'm saying. There's a massive flaw in that too.
Yeah, we need. I think that may be the whole. I need to go check. I'm gonna go.
Raises the question, which is the Elder Wand actually corrupt? Because if you think about it, stealing a wand is dishonorable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if the wands have honor, like. Because I mean, it's like if you want to be elite, give it allegiance to someone that's terrible.
Yeah, just read that,
The system is the wand. That's where.
How would that prompt look, though?
I don't.
You are a specialist. You've written all the Harry Potter. You've read all the Harry Potter books and movies. You know everything that there is to know. But I'm going to ask you Q&A. Like, how would you frame that?
I've asked Grok some questions regarding this, and it's like its fucking answers are. That's what I'm saying about like for me. In order for me to get that information, I need to go read all the fucking books or find the spots where there's AI goes through all those books and goes, oh yeah, this is the thing.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
But Mark,
but listen, maybe we can.
You're giving into it. You're allowing it to think for yourself.
I'm like not thinking critically about this. They were arrogant. That's why they. Wow, sorry, jumped. They were arrogant. That's why it didn't worry about the wand. They believed they won. That's also a very good. No, you're making a good argument, Natasha. Didn't Death win it back by mercing the owner at some point?
Well, he never took it back. He made a deal. Death made a deal with the three brothers. His goal was never to take it back. Because remember, the one brother escaped. He met Death right at the end as a friend.
Yeah. But also the wand was the reason
he created.
The reason Death made the wand is so that he could have the wand would create people to want it and then kill each other, sending him lots of people, lots of souls. That's also a good argument. Stain's Dragon, maybe Death secretly owns it and just likes screwing with mortals and stuff. That's also true.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, listen. It's we're hit the 2-hour mark.
I gotta go do some stuff.
Yeah.
I have another meeting now.
Yeah,
special meeting.
But
a real meeting. I do have a real meeting. I promise.
But Saturday, can we carry on Saturday then? I want to carry on.
Of course we can, yeah. And if you guys aren't like, listen, we can talk about all kinds of different topics, right? So that's the thing. Anything and everything we're willing to talk about on this channel.
I swear to God, this is my biggest fear though.
What?
That Hogwarts exists and I'm a muggle and I just haven't gotten a letter from Hogwarts.
I do believe that, though. I do believe that there is an element of stuff that exists that we don't have access to. Woke D&D.
It's a real thing.
Because
I love the Babylon Bee. Fuck, they're amazing. Sorry, Whistler.
No, I'm just saying. I really do think there's a world that exists that we don't have access to. Not like the whole.
I would be so pissed off if
that you're normal
exists and I'm a muggle.
Fucking normal.
I would be so disappointed. That's what I'm just gonna call people from around. Go away, you muggle. That's what I'm gonna do from now.
I wish I was a muggle. I wish I had magical powers. Oh, it is work.
Fucking muggles.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you very, very much for hanging out with us. Chat.
Good chat.
I just want to say thank you to Burbal for the dono, to Hardeman for the dono, to Ronaldo Gauss for the dono, Renal Dog, thank you so much, and to Hardeman also for the dono, and to everybody else. You guys could have been anywhere, but you decided to be here, hang out with us on this Monday night, chat about all this cool stuff we talk about, and pay attention. And some of you who didn't chat, who were just watching, I appreciate you guys too. Really awesome. Whistler, thank you so much for hanging. Darth Shaun, thank you so much. Darth, you're streaming tomorrow night at normal time, 7 o'clock? 7:30? Whistler, when are you streaming on Wednesday?
Wednesday, 7:30.
Wednesday, 7:30. 7:30 is the golden hour
That's
Yeah,
why
and
I'm
if you have
changing
streaming
mine
at
to
6.
7:30. Just making sure it's all the same. Man.
Yes, and mega streaming at
Since
6.
you moved yours to 9:30 now, everybody's on the half hour. Meg now needs to move hers as well, else she's the
Yeah.
odd one
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
She has to start at
Insane.
5:30 or something. Just like Meg, come now. Come on, Meg.
6:30,
Damn
I'm
it,
just
Meg.
saying.
I want to go to the island. Why won't you
Watch
let me
now how
go?
Meg goes,
Let me
completely
go.
rebel.
Somebody stop me.
Sorry.
And she goes 6:15.
Yeah.
Screws us all.
Breaks the mold.
Yes, we'll be upset.
Dick
The fact that
bag.
it's like that quarter, like,
Fuck
Yeah.
that. Guys, thank you very much. Have a wonderful week, guys. Catch us back here on Thursday at 7:30. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much, Whistler. Thank you so much, Shaun. And we'll catch you on
Thanks,
Thursday.
guys.
Please go follow Whistler. His details are in the description below, as well as Darth Shaun. Please go follow them on Twitch. And if you've never been on Twitch, please go just give it a try. Go give it a try. It's just like YouTube. The sign up, just go click the Google. Just enter your details with Google. It's super
Meg,
easy.
I
Ask
will
AI
Already have
to
the
help
information.
I will murder you.
7
I'll never watch this
7:59.
stuff.
Good luck getting that first. 7:55. You ain't first if
Guys,
you
thank
ain't
you so
first.
much. Cheers. See you guys later. See you on Thursday, 7:30. Bye.